Alright, what's good? Alright, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Curbs. You guys may know me as the barber or anything, but it's time for me to actually showcase, what I can do with the charts, with the in the market. You know, um, I've been doing this for at least 7 months. This is actually my first video. Yes, I'm pretty new and I would say an amateur, but I would as well. I might as well just you know record this and show it to you guys and yeah, be 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 part of my journey. So so today is currently September 10th. It's 10:57 p.m. and we're gonna go to the charts right away. All right, so we're gonna start off with NAS 100. I'm just gonna do our analysis. Well, currently right now we have this demand zone right here. We just tapped into it to that. We have that gap, this gap. We just currently tap into that, and we've been just racing, towards, I think this gap right here. And yeah, it's currently bullish right now in the 4 hour because we just recently tapped this demand zone. But let's look at 1 hour. We broke structure over here, also broke structure over here, I would say. So go dropping down to 30 minutes, it's much more of a clear breaker structure because the candle closes. So this is a breaker structure, as well as this, right there. So I am not like, although this thing broke structure to the downside, this did not break the prominent low right here. So it is still looking like it's bullish right here, right? So what I'm expecting tomorrow is that I already set this demand zone. So for tomorrow, and we're gonna take our first trade in our funded account. The funded trader, I recently just bought a 50k account, so we're gonna be testing it out. Our main strategy is supply and demand, and also with TGR's bias, reading the bias method. So that's how I actually read my biases. Just keeping it simple is just BOS, finding BOS for BOS, and really just looking at PD arrays and POIs, points of interest. So it's kind of a mix of ICT, TGR, and on my own as in the understanding of supply and demand. So I'm just gonna, yeah, it's currently bullish right now in NAS 100. SPX probably be the same. I'm just gonna remove all this shit. Alright, what we're looking at in the weekly, we're probably aiming for this liquidity zone right here, liquidity, and that's for the weekly. We just recently broke structure right over here, breaking structure, becoming bullish, and we just recently rush to be bullish. This is pretty much an institutional push. So this would be a demand. I'm expecting this to go up right now. As you can see, we just rejected this and continually forming demand zones. So I would say you could also since this was Thursday, September 7th, so 9 probably. We can check this out. We can go at 15 minutes. So we can see right here, it tapped to this demand zone and it just pushed up. Some people probably traded this back to the demand zone, go to 5 minutes, and it just, test this water out, and it just, what the fuck, it just did some crazy stuff. This can be a 1 to 3. I would say 1 to 4, 3.48. So like this is pretty impressive. If you guys traded this, you guys caught bread on that. So all right. So and okay, looking by this angle, this time frame, we've been bullish since we just tap into this demand zone. So I would expect we're still trying to run up to this fair value gap over here. For those learning ICT, that is a fair value gap or an imbalance, and we're still trying to fill that up. And I'm expecting it to, once we fill this up, it will test this demand and this supply zone, and it can go down. So currently right now we are bullish until it fills up and does a rejection. That's when we can look for sells. So currently right now I am bullish. It's because it's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. It's probably gonna reach to the top right here. Probably test that out, and it's gonna drop after. So how I wish I'm gonna trade GU, but I can't, because in the funded trader, I think in this account, in evaluation test, is not allowing me to do GU. So it's unfortunate. So I'm just gonna stick with AU though. So if I can trade AU tomorrow, this is gonna be my only forex pair that I can trade. Like these instruments are pretty much all the same. You know what I mean? We go in the daily. I would say it's bearish, because in the daily we were bearish. Yes, we are bearish on the daily because we just broke the structure over here. However, we are like right now, let's say in the 4 hour, this thing is, once this close, we're gonna be bullish. Like in our current time right now, we are bullish because we can drop into 1 hour. This is clear breaker structure to the upside, so this is a chase upwards, and it's probably gonna fill up this fair value gaps right here. Boom. See how it filled up? Now it's either it'll fill that out. This is a demand and this is supply zone, so it taps to this supply zone, fill in this fair value gap, it can go downwards. We are bearish on a daily, but we're looking at this. We have this demand zone, or order block they call it. You see, this is an order block, and I want to see if it tests it out. It's a confusing bias, but I want to see multiple rejection if I'm gonna trade AU tomorrow. So I'm gonna look at that tomorrow. We are partially bullish on the lower time frame, 30 minutes to 1 hour and 4 hour. Perhaps filling it up that gap, but on the daily and higher time frame, we close on this. So we are currently bearish, purchasing for this liquidity right here, or even like liquidity over here. So that's what I'm gonna see. Let's look at gold. Gold is looking pretty good. We're looking bearish right here. Look at that.